first time since June 20th, the Cotuit-Kettleers are at Doran Park to take on the Bravos tonight. I'm Allie Navarrete alongside Cam Manna and Matt Scalzo as always. And Cam, a very interesting series history with Cotuit.
Yeah, Bourne scored 0 runs here in 2 games. 27 runs scored by them in 2 games at Lowell Park. It was early on here. It was still kind of cold out. Bourne trying to find their footing, and Cotuit pitched very well in those games. A 1-0 win, a 3-0 win. At Lowell Park, 13-3 and 14-3 in favor of the Bravos. So 2 crazy games, and we've talked about it. Bourne kind of now hoping here, and Cotuit the same exact thing. Maybe just more of an evenly matched game back and forth, but Cotuit has a great arm on the mound, and Bourne some lineup changes that we'll get into. But the season series has been as weird as it gets right now. Blowouts and pitchers' duels at 2 different ballparks.
Speaking of pitchers, Henry Weicker will be making his first start since coming back to the Bravos roster after taking a little bit of time off to look at some schools. He eventually landed on Coastal Carolina. Matt, the last time we saw him was at Falmouth, but I think the guys just want to forget that game. So what can we expect from Weicker today?
Yeah, you said it best. That Falmouth game, this entire Bourne roster's wiped that from their memory. Worst loss they suffered this season heading into the All-Star break, but they've come back, refocused, re-energized, and they're 2-1 so far coming out of that, including a win last night. But for Henry Weicker, it's his first start since Chatham, and really since coming back, it's been up and down for him. Some good innings, some bad innings, but hopefully him being back on the mound tries to find that same success he had at Chatham starting and giving the Bravos a good set of 4 to 5 innings as they continue to pick and choose through their bullpen on what they want to do. They want to use as little pitchers as possible as you make that push towards the playoffs.
And Cam, you alluded to the lineup changes. What are some things to look out for today for the Braves?
Yes, we saw New Contreras and Cam Foster both taking ground balls at first base during batting practice. Contreras will play first, Foster will play third. Derek Bender still tweaked up from the game against Wareham, so Contreras playing first base, but he looked very smooth over there. Athletic, has a good glove, so we'll see him in that spot. As of right now, we talked about the outfield and some changes over there. Pietrafreda may be playing center field as well, so some of those mix and matches in the lineup, but Bourne has to do it again without Bender in their lineup, so we'll see Eblin towards that heart of the order once again, but his bat's been great right now, riding a solid hit streak, has 3 multi-hit games in his last 6, so that's kind of the mix and match right now, but the big thing is Contreras at first base.
Meanwhile, a great win for the Bravos last night, much needed at Harwich, a come-from-behind 7-5 victory over the Mariners. Matt, how much does that momentum help going in today, facing the best team in the West?
Yeah, it's huge momentum. We haven't seen Bourne really have that come-from-behind victory lately in this season. It's been a lot of up and down wins and then losses, and the wins have been great by a big margin, then the losses have been close, but they haven't been able to find that extra energy like we saw at the end of that game at Harwich. It was as Cam and I talked about, it was really like a boxing match. Both teams trading blows, but it looked like it was going to be Harwich putting Bourne on the ropes, and then Bravos flipped the script at the end of the game, 4 runs in the 8th inning, and Matt McShane was outstanding out of the bullpen, striking out 5 of the 6 batters he faced in the last 2 innings of work for him, and 5 of the 6 outs he recorded were all through strikeouts. And for Bourne as a whole, and like Cam said, Derek Bender, he's got that tweaked up hamstring, so for them to come back and win without their top bat in the order, it's huge for momentum as you push towards the end of the regular season. Who's going to step up in this Bourne order as you make that push towards the postseason?
Bourne looking to take the advantage in the season series with Cotuit and get their first win over the Kettleers at Doran Park tonight. Here pregame at Doran Park with Sam Petersen of Iowa. Sam, last time we took on the Kettleers, you were player of the game. You had your first Cape League home run. Talk about how that game went for you guys overall.
We were all seeing it well. It was 14-3, and I hope we can repeat it tonight. Performance is always good.
I've noticed lately you've been exercising a lot of patience at the plate, a lot of long ABs. What's your approach been there lately?
Just getting a pitch I can drive, not chasing out of the zone or giving the pitcher anything for free, I guess. So just making him throw it over the big part of the plate and doing damage with it.
Anything you've been working on with the coaching staff here at Bourne to develop your hitting through the summer so far?
Nothing in specific. Just talking with Salty every day is a game changer. He sees the game in a different light. Obviously, he's reached the top level with it. So just talking to him about, approach-wise, not as much swing, X and O's, but just approach, and that's mainly helped me.
Another thing this Bourne staff makes you guys do a lot is run. You're a big part of that. You've got 12 stolen bases on the season. What's your approach like on the base path?
Just get the extra base. 90 feet is a big difference. If you can turn singles into doubles and doubles into triples, it helps the team out a lot, getting guys in scoring position, and just gives you the best chance to score.
Meanwhile, defensively, you guys were excellent last night at Harwich. What's it like working with the other outfielders here at Bourne?
We're all talented outfielders. We're all fast outfielders, so it's just a treat. Just getting every ball hit. I think our pitchers have a lot of faith in us, and hopefully it just gives them confidence to throw it over the plate and trust we'll make the play, which we have been doing all year.
We already talked about it, a dominant win last time we faced Cotuit, plus a really gritty, resilient, come-from-behind win against Harwich last night. How are you feeling about this matchup today?
Really good. I think yesterday was big for us. It was our first comeback in maybe the year, at least since I've been here. So just doing it late, hitting clutch. JKG had a huge clutch double last night, so just more clutch at-bats with runners in scoring position is big for us, especially as we get into postseason baseball, where that's the difference of winning and losing.
Speaking of JKG, wanted to ask, I'm from the Big Ten, you're from the Big Ten. You've got Hugh and Josh on this team with you. What's it like facing guys you might have had at conference play as opponents and now they're your teammates?
I can tell you it'll be a lot funner next year when I know the guys, when I can look, especially Rutgers. I feel like I'll know 3 of the 9 hitters in that lineup pretty well, and it'll be fun talking with them on the base paths. It's always better when you know somebody on the other side, and I think we do play Rutgers next year, so I'm looking forward to that series the most, probably.
Maybe you'll have a little scouting report to give back to the rest of the Hawkeyes. You'll be like, I know these guys' strengths and weaknesses.
Maybe, but hopefully we can form a little truce before I go. I don't need him. I don't need them giving away my secrets either.
So what do you think goes into getting another win, a third straight win against the Kettleers here tonight?
Just keep playing ball, keep playing hard. It's just same every day, day in, day out. So just win, clutch hitting, get on base, typical stuff.
Awesome.